A former daycare worker in Middletown is accused of abusing children. In one case, officers say this woman, 47-year-old Kristie Kovarcik, was caught on video throwing a child. Police say these incidents happened at Town and Country Early Learning Center back in January. Kovarcik has now been fired from the daycare and is facing multiple charges.